Roglic and Vingegaard have gone up the front. Here's Almeida, who's dropped his teammate Ayuso into Naysine rivalry, just bubbling up to the front. Well, maybe that was Kuss just saying, off you go, fellas, I'll tempo and get back on. And he's out of the saddle right now and doing precisely that. Let's see how close he finishes to Roglic and Vingegaard, Robbie.
Well, Carlton, I can feel the world cheering for Sepp Kuss to get a second wind and try and come back on. And Primoz Roglic, not one look back, but Jonas Vingegaard, he checked twice. He saw that Sepp was there at first. Second time he looked, there were 4 or 5 lengths. He just turned back to the front and stuck on the wheel of Primoz Roglic. 1.7 to go. Sepp Kuss fighting for his life in red. Primoz Roglic just keep pushing out the tempo. Jonas, he may say, well, I just followed Primoz, but he at the moment is going to ride himself into the red jersey unless Sepp Kuss can make another acceleration. But now Landa comes back to the wheel of Sepp Kuss, who is flailing, he's floundering. He can see his 2 teammates just up ahead, but they're riding off into the mist.
Well, you know, Sepp Kuss has been in this situation before and indeed has found that last little bit in the tank, if you like, just turning the straw down and finding that last little drive. And he's got a gift here in Landa once again. Landa, of course, would like to win today. He's got 1,400 metres to make it stick. Here comes Odebrecht with João Almeida. Ayuso further back down the mountain. Here he is. Red jersey, 17 seconds, 18 seconds. This is away from Landa with bonus seconds factored in as well. So it's a worse scenario than it looks upon your screen as it stands, because 10, 6 and 4 seconds will be available at the line, and that is going to add to the tally or the deficit if you're Sepp Kuss. The jersey looks like it's going to be transferred today, 1.3 kilometres from home. What stories to be told and questions to be asked. We thought, Robbie, there, you like me, that the 3 amigos were going to go and share the day. It hasn't happened.
It hasn't happened, and Sepp Kuss, he's seeing it slip away. 21 seconds, the gap to Roglic and Vingegaard. Put the bonuses on top of that. Jonas Vingegaard started the day 29 seconds behind his teammate Sepp Kuss on GC. So it looks like very much he's going to ride himself into the lead. It will all depend on how the 2 in front tackle this last few hundred metres towards the line, if they really gun it and sprint each other, or if they are happy to just try and feather it and see if they can keep Sepp in red. But no feathering at the moment. This is the sledgehammer. Primoz Roglic, Vingegaard in the wheel. And let's see if there's any love lost between these two.
I want to see if they sprint for it. It's almost like watching the national champs, isn't it? Teammates just going for it, because there's something very special at the top. Well, there's going to be some special riders at the top today, and I include Enric Mas in that, bravely battling on. It's about 30 seconds in arrears, as far as I can gather, as it stands just now. Odebrecht is down 1.5 minutes off the pace. Ayuso 1:39. His challenge, I'm afraid, is ending as well. And here we go. It's still Roglic bouncing on the pedals. Vingegaard staying absolutely planted with the Flamme Rouge invisible here in the cloud. The camera retina wide open, which is why it's screaming at you at the top of your screen. Bright red it is, and Sepp Kuss here. The gap's actually come down. Landa's closing it on behalf of Kuss. Oh, could it have been a master plan? This is fantastic. 13 seconds, 14 seconds. This is amazing. They are coming back into it. It's Landa that's wrestling for this one. Fabulous. Oh my goodness, has he just offered up? Has he thrown a life belt to Sepp Kuss in the battle for the overall? Don't forget the bonus seconds. They're going to count as well. We're going to have to get the calculators out at the end today into the hoarded sections. There's the Flamme Rouge finally as they come up and over the top. It'll be about 500 metres to go. So Landa still sticks it to the mountain here. Sepp Kuss is actually rolling here, trying to hold on to Landa, who's on spectacular form at the moment. Gets the roar from the crowd. It's about 3/4 of bike length, but it comes back into that gap. 17 seconds, 16 seconds. Sepp Kuss could still be in red if he's got something left to kick on at the very last. It depends if these guys sprint. That's my view of this, Robbie.
Well, it depends how hard that Roglic is actually riding through to the finish. Small gear, high cadence, but is he pushing as hard as he can? Because Sepp Kuss was closing back in with Mikel Landa, 18 seconds. It's going to come down to the wire, but it looks like Sepp Kuss will just defend himself depending on the outcome between Roglic and Vingegaard.
How fabulous is this? It's a conundrum. Well, they're putting the pieces back together at the moment, and here we go. That's Roglic and Vingegaard upon his wheel. Are they going to hold station, or is Vingegaard going to come through? Let's wait and see. Oh, there's some amazing riders within Team Jumbo-Visma, and they are sprinting home. This is the finale for them. They zigzag through here, the road snakes, and they've bitten everybody. Wow, this is great. Now watch the clock as it starts to count. 3, 4, 5, and here comes Sepp Kuss. He's now got to sprint home to hold on to this jersey, and I think he might just do it here. Oh, he salutes. That's fantastic. The time to just salute to a fan. Maybe he knows him. We all know about Sepp Kuss. Oh, I think he might well have just held on to it with those bonus seconds. That is absolutely remarkable.